It's time now for a look at the latest in local news. In the news, Jesup City Council met Tuesday. Before the meeting, newly appointed council member in District 5, Joe Arati, was sworn in. Arati, appointed by Governor Brian Kemp in Executive Order July 31st to have him serve out the remaining term of Ray House. WIFO FM had a chance to talk with Joe Arati and ask him about his phone call from the governor.
Here at the newly appointed commissioner in District 5, Joe Arati. Joe, you got the call from the governor. Not many Wayne counties get a call from the governor asking him to serve, but tell us about the phone call.
Yeah, I got a call from the governor yesterday afternoon asking me if my willingness to be able to serve the unexpired term of Commissioner Ray House. And he thought that I would be a good fit at this time for the city council, and I told him that I would absolutely serve on his behalf.
I understand what he's looking for. Somebody just served the term. He didn't want somebody to serve and then decide to run again. Is that correct? He said he thought that would give somebody an unfair advantage.
That's 100% correct. And I made it very clear to him, and I'll make it very clear to you, I am not running for this position in November. I will not qualify in August. I'm here to fill the gap during that time, but I want the folks in District 5 and the city of Jesup and Wayne County to know that just because I'm there for 5 months, that I'm just not there to warm the seat. This will have 1,000% of my attention, and I will work extremely hard to serve the citizens.
Since Ray House passed, there's been a lot of 3-2 votes. Nothing's get accomplished. And can be able to breach the gap and bring everybody together.
I think so. You know, one of the things I want to do is I want to be able to listen and to be able to take everything in and do my homework. And if I can provide a different perspective on kind of what I see and kind of what I hear, I think that will be beneficial to the board. But I'm also looking forward to listening to the other board members who have been there longer to be able to get their perspective to help enlighten me.
Okay, well, best of luck.
Thanks, Bob.
And once again, those comments to Joe Arati. The mayor and council last night welcomed Joe Arati to the board. Joe Arati thanked them for their welcome and also for their patience at Tuesday's board meeting, stating he's just arriving and looking forward to serving. City meeting Tuesday night did not come without controversy, all over Commissioner Pam Schumann's request to put a line item of public participation on one of the two city monthly meetings, hold it for 30 minutes, give each citizen a 5-minute period to speak. She made that in the form of a motion. It passed 4-2, with she and Commissioners Shirley and Armstrong, Stanley Todd, and Joe Arati voting yes, but Commissioner Tim Cockfield and Bill Harvey voting no. Here was Commissioner Tim Cockfield's comments on the issue.
And she was work for the Board of Education, and they do something similar to this, but the fact is we live in a representative republic. This is not our form of government. We don't govern by some sort of lynch mob, and I'm afraid that's what this would turn into. We govern such that the people elect us to be their representatives. We have a representative form of government. They elect us to be their representatives. I had a constituent contact me the other day about a ditch. We take care of items like that, but the fact is we're supposed to come up here and do the people's business. If we have 9,000 people coming up here complaining all the time, we're never going to get anything done. The fact is we're elected to do the people's business. If they don't like what we do, they vote us out. If they like what we do, they re-elect us. But we've just never, this is contrary to what our form of government is. If you look at our charter, or the code, I don't know if it's in the charter or the code, but there are provisions for how people can address the board. People can send a written communication, oral communication, taxpayers or residents of the city, not people from out in the county. We got enough to worry about with the 9,000 people that live here in Jesup. But taxpayers or residents of the city, they can talk to their commissioners. They can file a written communication. With 2 commissioners, they can get on the agenda. It's not that hard to get 2 commissioners to ask that something be put on the agenda. Some of these people act like they can't get on the agenda. Well, the fact is they either don't have standing, which means they don't live in the city, or we can't allow people to come up here and talk about personnel and items like this. I think we'd be opening a big can of worms to get into this. That's just, we'd be changing our whole form of government. That's just not the way we govern.
Again, those are the comments of Commissioner Tim Cockfield. This discussion went on for 30 minutes at the City Council meeting. Here's more of the topic and discussion before the vote.
Come up here and replace a culvert. And he's just allowed to come up here and rant and rave for however long this is. If it's not something specific on the agenda, would we still be able to vote on it? Because
Possibly not.
so if you want to vote on it, you're gonna have to get on the agenda. What purpose, other than just somebody complaining, what purpose does this serve?
A lot of people just want to be
They
heard.
can't, well, they need to hire them a shrink or something.
Whoa.
I want to talk about this. That's, okay. I want to talk about this in here. I've had multiple people tell me they tried to get on the agenda and they couldn't. I don't know what reason they were sorted out for. But I just know that some people feel disenfranchised because they're not able to vent and say how they feel about how the government's being operated. And 4 years between elections is a long time. And I think that if we're willing to serve, my piece, in my opinion, we should be willing to let people, and I'll give y'all my word, that if you do pass this, I'll help control that. If somebody's up here battering somebody, I'll put a stop to that.
Well,
If I can't stop them, I'll have the chief remove them. But it'll be civil, they'll address the board, they won't call somebody by name, and they'll say, and I'll give you my word, I'll retain that. I'll make sure that happens, as long as I'm here.
Mayor, you were saying that if they come in badgering and calling names, then you
call
will
out.
stop that.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, that's your authority to stop that. You got the rights to stop that. But it'll start from her in the corner. She will have to open the door, Miss Marcus. She will have to open the door to say, yes, Miss Schumann, you can talk about your zoning or your street, how your streets are or something. Other than that, if she come in badgering Miss Marcus
No, that's
or
the board. Can't talk about
anybody,
me.
then you can stop that.
I will stop them.
But I'm just saying, if they come in, to say they're gonna come in one way, they say they're gonna come in and speak on their zoning or their streets.
And they
They'll
say
be
stop.
complaining over and over about their streets and they can't get their streets fixed. Then they turn around and start maybe talking about Miss Marcus or blessing me out or you out or stuff. Then you have the
I will stop.
authority to stop it.
Yes, ma'am.
Once again, the motion was by Pamela Schumann to put a line item of public participation on the agenda to begin in October. The motion passed again 4-2, something the council has not seen since Commissioner Ray House passed away back in May. Schumann again asked that it not be implemented until the October meeting. A lot more at the meeting on Tuesday. We'll come back, take a look at that. Other items in the news right after this word from our sponsor, the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Other news from the City of Jesup Council meeting Tuesday for the second meeting in a row. Commissioners met in executive session, discussed personnel. After a 50-minute closed-door session, they again announced that no action was taken. Commissioners tentatively reduced their millage rate from 5.101 to 4.789. They have a second meeting in order to take action. Pam Schumann appointed Iman Johnson to the Planning and Zoning Board. The mayor announced that the city signed the contract for the pool at Cracker Williams Park. And the council pleased with the new pickleball courts at the rec center or the Cracker Williams Park. Again, these pickleball, the new popular sport court, always seems to be full at the park. Again, let's look at your city council meeting from Tuesday. County commissioners meet Monday, August 7th. On their agenda, Bill Schumann, presentation of concept plan for TIA projects. Under old business, Aging Advisory Committee appointment. Under new business, consider approved 2023 Legislative Leadership Conference voting delegate for ACCG. Consider approved discussion of a sold parcel. Consider approved meeting date for September. Consider approved bids for landscaping services. Discussion of CDBG Senior Center project. Items with the commissioners, items with the county clerk. Items with commissioners, executive session, discuss personnel. All that's set for Monday, August 7th. Wayne County Schools open this Friday. Reminder, open house is set for tomorrow. Time tomorrow, 3:30 to 6 p.m. High school conducting a freshman orientation from 12:30 to 3. At the high school, they're also providing lunch for the seniors at 12 noon. Open house for pre-K students tomorrow and their parents from 1 to 2 as they want the younger children to be able to avoid the large crowds. Once again, open house Thursday, 3:30 to 6 p.m. at all schools. Again, for the younger children, pre-K from 1 to 2. We'll be back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor, other commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Couple final news notes. John Yonkowski remains in jail, having an attempt to have a bond set denied twice last month. His attorney, Adrian Browning, requested a preliminary hearing. WIFO has learned that the date of that hearing has been set. The date, Monday, August 21st, at 9 a.m. in Courtroom C. Once again, the date of that preliminary hearing, Monday, August 21st, at 9 a.m. This Saturday, the Wayne County Board of Tourism inaugural event for back to school called Touch a Truck takes place from 9 to 2. Quiet hour from 9 to 10. The event, Touch a Truck, will feature heavy equipment, emergency vehicles, tow trucks, bucket trucks, along with food and information booths, all where kids can see them up close. The event will be centered around West Walnut Street between North Macon and Northeast Broad Streets. These streets will be closed to vehicles. First hour of the event will be quiet hour for sensory-sensitive children. During this time, no sirens will be used. Visitors are encouraged to shop local businesses in the downtown area for back-to-school supplies. For vendor or booth information, contact Heather Altman at the Board of Tourism. That number 912-427-3233. For vehicle participation information, contact Donnie Ray at 912-424-0376. Touch a Truck set for Saturday, August 5th from 9 to 2 in downtown Jesup. That's going to do it for the latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan, have a great day.